Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagan Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha कृपा सिंधु भैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे Hare Krishna. So tomorrow is the appearance day of Sri Nityanand Prabhu. Nityanand Prabhu is not different from Lord Balaram. And Lord Balaram is the first co-expansion of the Supreme Lord. Nityanand Prabhu is said to be the incarnation of mercy. Krishna is called Karuna Sindhu. So that Karuna Sindhu in the personification is of Lord Nityanand Prabhu. There is so much to speak, but I will begin with one prayer which I was able to find today in glorification of Nityanand Prabhu. This is very, very beautifully composed with such loving feelings. And this prayer is by none other than Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur. मनोराम प्रभु माता जी आपके साथ है शी इज देयर विद यू मनोराम
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
शी इज हियरिंग नो
I'll call her, Prabhuji. She's in another room.
अच्छा नो कॉलर शी विल हियर अबाउट नित्यानंद प्रभु
Yes,
इट इज
Prabhuji.
मेनली ऑल इन बांग्ला या
Yes,
I'll
Prabhuji.
first I will begin with that prayer. It is very, very nectarine prayer of the glorification of Sri Nityanand Prabhu. You can see the screen. This is the site of Bhakti Swarup Damodar Swami Maharaj, one of Srila Prabhupada's foremost disciple, and his spiritual scientist site. I found it, and he has quoted prayers to Lord Nityanand. Nityanandam aham naumi sarvananda karam param harinama pradam devam avadhuta shiromanim. Recite. Nityanandam aham naumi sarvananda karam param harinama pradam devam avadhuta shiromanim. I bow down to the Supreme Lord Nityanand Prabhu, who is the awarder of the highest joy of all, to all. Sarvananda Karam Param. Harinama Pradam Devam, the bestower of the holy name and the crest jewel of all Paramhans mendicants. Sankarshana Karanotaish, Sankarshana Karanatoishahi. गर्भोदशायी च पयोब्धिशायी शेषाशा च यस्यांशा कला सनित्या Nityanandakya Rama Sharanam Mamastu. So he is the Mool Sankarshan, and from Sankarshan who comes? Karnodakshai. Then from Karnodakshai comes the Garbhodakshai, and Payobdishai is also Shirodakshai. May Sri Nityananda Ram be the object of my constant remembrance. Sankarshana, Sheshnag, and the Vishnu who lie on the Karan ocean, Mahavishnu, Garbha ocean, Garbhodakshai Vishnu, and the ocean of milk, Shirodakshai Vishnu, are his plenary portions and portions of his plenary portions. मायातीता मायातीता व्यापी वैकुंठ लोके पूर्णैश्वर्य श्री चतुर्व्यूह मध्ये रूपम यस्यो आब्धि संकर्षणाख्याम ताम श्री नित्यानंद रामम प्रपद्ये. वेरी ब्यूटिफुल. मायातीत व्यापी वैकुंठ लोके. So where is he residing? Beyond this material world, which is the realm of Maya Devi. So I surrender unto the lotus feet of Sri Nityanand Ram, who is known as Sankarshana, in the midst of the Chaturvyuha, consisting of Vasudev, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, and Anuruddha. He possesses full opulence and resides in Vaikuntha Lok, far beyond the material creation. Maya Bhritanjana Sangashrayangah Shete Sakshat Karanam Bodhi Madhe Yas Eka Amsha Shri Pumanadi Devas Tam Shri Nityanandam Ramam Prapadde. I offer my full obeisances unto the feet of Sri Nityanand Ram, whose partial representation, called Karnodakshai Vishnu, lying on the Karan ocean, is the original Purusha, the master of the illusionary energy and the shelter of all the universe. Yasyamsha Srila Garbhodhashai Yannabhyam Vaja Loka Sanghatanalam Loka Srishti Sutika Dham Dhatus Tam Sri Nityananda Ramam Prapadde. I offer my full obeisances unto the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, a partial part of whom is Garbhodakshai Vishnu. From the navel of Garbhodakshai Vishnu sprouts the lotus, that is the birthplace of Brahma, the engineer of the universe, and stem of that lotus is the resting place of the multitude of planets. What is there? Yasyamsha Amsha Amsha Shasha Paratma Parat Paratmakhilam Poshta Vishnur Bhati Dugdhabdishai Shauni Bhrita Yat Kalo Api Asyanantas Tam Shri Nityananda Ramam Prapadde. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, whose secondary part is the Vishnu lying in the ocean of milk. That Shirodakshai Vishnu is the super soul of all living entities and the maintainer of all universe. Sheshnag is his further subpart. This beautiful prayer you should all remember. Huh? Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Suhodito Gaudadaya Pushpavanto Chitra Shando Tamonuda. Very beautiful verse. It says, Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanya. I offer my respectful obeisances to Lord Nityananda, who is Sahaudito. Sahaudito means that he has appeared simultaneously. How he has appeared simultaneously? Because he has appeared as a companion of Lord Chaitanya. So Nityananda Sahaudito. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Sri Krishna Chaitanya and Sri Nityananda, who are like the sun and moon. They have arisen simultaneously on the horizon of Gauda. Sun and moon can never arise together. When the sun arises, the moon is set, and when the moon arises, the sun is set. But in Gauda Desh, both have appeared together. So this is the extraordinary event. They have arisen simultaneously on the horizon of Gauda to dissipate the darkness of ignorance and thus wonderfully bestow benedictions upon all. Benedictions upon all. Hare Krishna. There is this beautiful Nityananda Ashtakam. I will share it if any one of you wants to prepare it. Yeah. It is written by Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur. Who wants to prepare? You want to prepare, Ramya? You'll have to practice it. It is in Sanskrit. Yeah. Try and prepare. So we will take from Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. Hare Krishna Mataji. Jai Ho. हम सब लोग बहुत प्रसन्न हैं आपका दर्शन देख के और आप मायापुर आ रहे हैं आपके साथ तो ये और प्रसन्नता है हम सब को आपका संग मिलेगा मायापुर में So I will take from Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, and this is, you can see the screen, Adikhand, chapter 9, Nityanand's childhood pastime and travel to holy places. I hope in 3 days we'll be able to cover this chapter. This chapter describes the various dramas related to Sri Krishna, Rama and Vamana that Srimad Nityanand Prabhu enacted up to his 12th years. So Nityanand Prabhu, after his birth, since birth up to 12 years, he was playing all this role. All the roles of Rama, Krishna, Vamana and many more. And his subsequent travel to the holy places up to the age of 20. So between 12 to 20, he traveled. On the order of Sri Gaura Krishna, Sri Anantadev personally appeared in the village of Ek Chakra. This is where Nityanand Prabhu appears in Ek Chakra Dham, in the district of Raddesh. Why that place is called Raddesh? Anyone knows? Why is Ek Chakra called Raddesh? It is not Radhadesh. It is called Raddesh. Yes, Sonika?
Prabhuji, the area where Gangas does not flow.
Very good. The area, those areas where Ganga Ji, Mother Ganga is not flowing, those areas are called Raddesh. It is not considered to be very pious place. It is normally said those places where Ganga did not flow, where the Pandavas did not visit, where the holy name is not chanted, that place is not a pious place. From the womb of Padmavati, the wife of Hadai Ojha. So the mother is Padmavati Devi and the father is Hadai Ojha. It is for Upadhyay. This is a Brahmanical title. As Sri Nityanand Chandra, in the wake of his appearance, all the prevalent inauspicious symptoms were totally uprooted. In his childhood pastime, Srimad Nityanand Prabhu and his associate childhood friends remained engaged in imitating various pastimes of Lord Krishna. So this is what was the most engaged activity of Nityanand Prabhu in his childhood. Sometimes he and his friends would form the assembly of the demigods and sometimes dressed as Mother Earth, burdened by the atrocities of the demons, would come before that assembly and offer prayers. At that time, Sri Nityanand Prabhu and the boys who were part of that assembly would go back to the bank of a river and pray to Lord Shirodakshai. Thereafter, a boy acting as Shirodakshai would announce from a hidden place, I will soon appear in Mathura Golok in order to diminish the burden of the earth. At other times, they imitated the various Dwapar pastimes of Krishna, like the marriage of Vasudeva and Devaki, birth of Krishna in the prison cell, Vasudev taking Krishna to the house of Nanda, Vasudev returned with Mahamaya, the daughter of Yashoda, the killing of Putna, the breaking of Shakat, Krishna stealing butter and milk from the house of cowherds, and killing of Dhenuka, Agha, and Bakasura, tending the cows, lifting Govardhan. So all the pastimes of Krishna were enacted again and again by Nityanand Prabhu in his very childhood. His best engagement in his childhood was to play the roles of Krishna, various pastime forms of Krishna. He would personally play the role of Lakshmana and approach Sugriv with bow and arrow in his hand in the form of Ram. He would diminish the pride of Parshuram, and while enacting the killing of Indrajit, he would fell unconscious in the mood of Lakshmana, having been hit by Indrajit's powerful arrow until Hanuman brought medicine under his previous directions and revived him. In this way, he exhibited pastimes of the various incarnations of the Lord. In this way, Srimad Nityanand Prabhu engaged in enacting various pastimes up to the age of 12. Thereafter, on the pretext of purifying himself, he travelled to the holy places of Aryavrat and Dakshinatya up to the age of 20. For 8 years next, from 12 to 20, he travelled. Then he came to Navdeep and met his own Lord Sri Gaur Sundar. In the course of visiting the holy places, Nityanand Prabhu met Sriman Madhavendra Puri, Sripad Ishwar Puri, and Sri Brahmanand Puri. In this way, Srimad Nityanand Prabhu passed a few days discussing the topics of Krishna with Sriman Madhavendra Puri, who was accompanied by his disciples. Thereafter, he proceeded to Setu Bandhu, Dhanush Tirth, Mayapuri, Avanti, Godavari. You know all these places? Setubandh. How many of you went to Setubandh? Setubandh, you don't remember? Setubandh? Yes, Priyanka? बोलिए.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
This is Dhanushkoti, Rameswaram.
हाँ, Rameshwaram. Setubandh, where Krishna made Setu on the Samudra. So that is Setubandh. On the Samudra, no one can build Setu, but Lord Ram built the Setu. So that is in Rameshwaram. So he went, this is Dakshinatya. Huh? From Aryavart to Dakshinatya. Dhanush Tirtha or Dhanush Koti, Mayapuri, Avanti, Avanti is Ujjain, Godavari, Jiyad Narsimha. You know where is Jiyad Narsimha? Who knows? Where is Jiyad Narsimha? Pradeep, you don't know? Where is Jiyad Narsimha? It is in Andhra Pradesh. Huh? In Andhra. Near to that place, it is called Simhachalam. You know the Simhachalam? You have
Yes,
been?
Prabhuji,
You
Simhachalam.
told me you have been there. How don't you know? Devapuri, Trimala. Trimala is Tirupati, Tirumala, Hilla. Kurma Kshetra and many other holy places before arriving in Nilachal. At Nilachal, he saw Jagannath Dev, the source of Chaturvyuha, and became overwhelmed in ecstasy. From Sri Kshetra, he returned to Sri Mathura. This chapter ends. So for 8 years he travelled. From 12 years to 20 years he travelled. First 12 years what he was active in playing all the roles of the Supreme Lord and also the demigods. He saw Jagannath Dev, the source of Chaturvyuha, and became overwhelmed in ecstasy. From Sri Kshetra, he returned to Sri Mathura, This chapter ends with the explanation of why he did not exhibit the pastime of distributing the holy names and love of Godhead at the time, and the glorification of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, who is not different from omnipotent Baldev. So we'll take at least 15-20 payas. Jayo Jayo Shri Jayo Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Kripa Sindhu Jayo Jayo Nityananda Agatera Bandhu जय अद्वैत चंद्रेरा जीवन धन प्राण जय श्रीनिवास गदाधरेरा निधान जय जगन्नाथ सची पुत्र विश्वंभर जय जय भक्त वृंद प्रिय अनुचर पूर्वे प्रभु श्री अनंत चैतन्य ज्ञाये राण अवतीर्णे होए आचीने लीलाए. क्लियर है ना, समझ में आ रहा है? आई विल नॉट पुट ट्रांसलेशन. होड़ा ओझा नामे पिता माता पद्मावती एक चक्र नामे ग्राम गौड़ेश्वर यही. Prabhupada says the surname Oja is the corruption of the name Upadhyay. In the Brahmanical order, those who are very learned, they have the title Upadhyay, which is used by the Mithila Brahmanas. For description of Harai Pandit and Padmavati, one may refer Adi Khand. The word Gaudeshwaraha, he is Gauda Ishwaraha, refers to Sri Nityananda Prabhu, who is the Lord and Master of the Gaudiyas. Sri Nityananda Prabhu destroys the living entities, anarthas, or unwanted thing. He is the Adi Guru and awards to the Gaudiyas the supreme destination of service in the pure transcendental rasa of Vatsalya, Sakhya and Dasya. The word Yati refers to Maureshwar Yati. The village Maureshwar or Mayureshwar was a famous trade center for silk cocoon and silk threads. In some person's opinion, that place was famous for its Shivalinga. Another reading for the word Yathi is Tathi, which is derived from the word Tatha or Dathaya and is commonly used in ancient Bengali prose. Okay, anyway, let's leave it. Shishu hoite shusthira subuddhi gunavan jini na kandarpa koti lavane radha. From his childhood, Lord Nityananda was sober. He was shusthira and subuddhi. Dhartarashtrasya durbuddhir. Everyone in Kali Yuga is durbuddhir. But Lord Nityananda is subuddhi and Gunvan. Why? Because he is coming from such a qualified parents. And at the abode of good qualities, his charming loveliness defeated that of millions of cupids. Sei hoite rada hoila sarva sumangala durbiksha daridya dosha khandila sakala. The entire district of Radadesh was filled with auspiciousness. The entire district of Radadesh was filled with auspiciousness and devoid of famine and poverty from the time of his birth. ये दिन जन्मिला नवदीप गौरा चंद्रा राधा की हुंकार करीला नित्यानंद. The day Lord Gaurachandra appeared in Navadip in Radadesh, Lord Nityanand roared loudly. अनंत ब्रह्मांड व्याप्त व्याप्त होइला हुंकारे मूर्छा आगत होइला येन सकल संसारे. His roar spread throughout the innumerable universes. And people of the entire verse were practically rendered unconscious. His roar spread throughout the innumerable universe, and people of the entire world were practically rendered unconscious. कथो लोक बालिका होइला ब्रजपात कथो लोक माना लेका परमा उत्पात. Some people said it was thunderbolt, while the others thought it was great calamity. कोथा लोक बलाइका जानी लुकारण गौड़ेश्वर गोसाईरा होइला गर्जन. The word Gaudeshwar Gosai is explained as follow. Damodar Swarup, Mahaprabhu's Dvitiya Swarup, or second form with his two friends, Rup and Sanatan, were the proprietors of service to Krishna in the conjugal rasa. There are also Gaudeshwar or Gaudeshwar, that is why they are also. That is why Nityan Prabhu has been properly addressed. Okay. ए माता सर्वलोक नाना कथा गाए नित्यानंद के नाही छीनिले मायाए. In this way, people had different opinion about what had happened, but no one could recognize Lord Nityanand due to his influence on the visionary. Long purport. हेरामते अपना लुकाए नित्यानंद शिशुगण संगे खेला करे ना आनंद. Nityanand remained hidden as he enjoyed childhood pastimes with the others children. शिशुगण संगे प्रभु यथा क्रीड़ा करे श्री कृष्ण कार्य नाही स्फुरे. The pastimes that the Lord enjoyed with his childhood friends and were all related to the varieties of Lord Krishna. While Sri Nityananda Ram Prabhu sported with his boyfriends, they would enact the pastimes of Gokul, Mathura and Dwarka, in which he fulfilled the desire and assisted in the pastimes of Lord Sri Chaitanya Krishna. Okay, I'll stop here. I have to go for some service. Okay, so little bit I have just begun. Tomorrow we will focus more. Maybe we can spend time more. I'll try to start by 8. Try and memorize Lord Nityananda Prabhu's brain. I will share it. If someone wants to contribute, please speak. Any inspiration from the character of Nityananda Prabhu? So I'm stopping here. Ravindra Prabhu, what time you plan to come tomorrow?
तो कब आएंगे बताइए आप.
ऐसा हो नित्यानंद प्रभु का गुणगान सुनो.
ठीक है.
हाँ, मैक्सिमम 8 बजे तक आ जाओ.
यस प्रभु.
क्लास सुनो.
यस यस.
रम्या तो वीडियो ऑफ हो गया.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी.
हरे कृष्णा. आप भी कोशिश करो कि आप आ जाओ.
जी प्रभु.
नित्यानंद प्रभु का.
जी.
श्री नित्यानंद प्रभु आविर्भाव तिथि महोत्सव की जय. श्री प्रभुपाद की जय.